Hello. This video is going to show you how do we find an article on Newsela and then capture it and put it into our Google Classroom. That way we can keep track of all of our articles and our annotations, whether it be in the classroom or home or from one of your devices. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure that you're in your Google Classroom. I'm in period 2 as an example, but you should be in your class. And remember, my Google Classroom looks a little different than yours because mine is the teacher version. So right up on top is the first assignment that we're going to deal with today, and this is the classwork research article number 1. Each quarter from here on out, you're going to have a different research project that you're going to be doing. And in quarter 2 and in quarter 3, I'm going to introduce you different skills that you're going to need, because if you remember correctly, quarter 4, you're completely independently researching. You pick your own topic, you pick your own articles, you have to keep track of everything, and then you're creating your presentation on your own using the skills that you have learned in quarters 1, 2, and 3. So building upon our quarter 1 skills of annotating, now we're moving to the computer. So the first thing that I want you to do before you even hit the open button is I want you to click on the Newsela link. It should bring you to the Newsela homepage. I am already signed in, but you may have to hit sign in, and if you hit sign in, you need to make sure you sign in with Google. Now remember, my Newsela page is going to look a little different than yours because once again, this is the teacher version, so it does look a little different. But let's click back over to our Google Classroom. So now if I was a student, I would hit the open button, and the first thing I would click on is Annotating Article Graphic Organizer. So I'm going to click and open that document. And now I see it's a pretty blank document. It should look pretty familiar to you. This is the format we used all last quarter for annotating our articles on paper. And now I'm going to show you how to do this and set this up online. That way everything's in one spot. So we're going to go back over to Newsela. Now you're going to go to text sets, and we're going to go down to election issue text sets. For quarter 2, we're going to kind of cap it to election issues for our quarter 2 project, and then quarter 3 you'll be able to pick something different in quarter 4 and so on. So each one of these is a text set, and what that means is it's an issue. So this is education, terrorism and security, income inequality, the refugee crisis, gender equality, criminal justice, gun control, climate change, immigration, and healthcare. So let's say I want to click on one of these, and the first one I'm going to click on is immigration, just because it's familiar to everybody because we've been doing it. In the beginning of the text set, it gives me a brief description of what the text set is about. And then as I scroll down, there's going to be all different articles that are all about that issue, written in all different time periods over the years and about different pieces of the issue. Now, we have already read some of these articles. We read Is Immigrant, Migrant Really a Refugee? That was our introduction to the topic. And then we read about the new DACA program and what's happening. So since reading these 2 articles, maybe now I want to choose another article in that realm that kind of pushes me to the next level of thinking and kind of answers some questions. So let's just say I'm really interested in what Trump has to say. So I'm going to click on the article. And based off of my MapR student goal setting sheet that I received earlier this class, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to pick my Lexile level. So my Lexile range actually falls in the one that they automatically gave me, which is the 1060 level. But let's say mine didn't. I can just click on the other one, whichever one meets my needs. So I'm going to click on it. Now I'm going to put this into my Google Classroom. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click and highlight just these top words because I need the title, I need the date, I need the author, all that stuff. I'm going to right click and I'm going to click copy. I'm going to go over to my Google Docs tab. I'm going to erase the words that are in the article box because it says erase these words and paste your article here. I'm going to delete. Now I'm going to right click and I'm going to hit paste. If you are on a Chromebook, you need to hold down the control button and click at the same time. That's the same thing as a right click. Now I'm going to make my heading a little smaller because I really don't need it that big. And I'm going to center this just to make it look better and have the information more organized. And I'm going to hit enter and come back over here and hit the left alignment button. And now I'm going to go and I'm going to download or copy my article. So I'm not going to do the picture this time. I'm not going to do the caption this time. I'm just going to do the article. So I'm going to come to the front of the article and I'm going to click and drag on the entire article all the way to the bottom. And I'm going to make sure I stop at that last word. I'm going to right click, click copy, go back to my Google Doc, right click, and click paste. Remember again, if you're on a Google Chromebook, you need to make sure that you hold Control and click at the same time. So here is my article. So this is the first step in getting the article into your Google Drive, so you make sure that you can save it and you can annotate it. So this is step one. Before I end, I want to make sure I type in my topic. And this topic is specifically the immigration crisis. And I want to make sure I stick with this topic throughout my entire research project this quarter. All right, so that's the end of how you copy and paste into Google.